All right, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday. It's December 12th. I'm Caitlin Nuclo.
And I'm Caitlin Francis. Of course, we are on top of some breaking news on the roads right now. We're going to take a live look just to get you a little teaser here of this earlier tractor-trailer fire in Meriden had 691 westbound completely shut down earlier. We do have a lane that is back open here at 701. Just a little bit of good news as you're getting ready to hit the road here this morning. But before we get a full update on that incident, let's send things over to Scott Gagliardi for a check on our forecast. Hey, Scott.
Hey, ladies. Yeah, we had a lot of rain yesterday. It was the wettest day in the Hartford area since August 18th. So nearly 4 months ago, we received finally over an inch of rain. It's been a while, but right now and out there across our state, it's cold this morning. Temperatures colder than they were yesterday, still above average, but 40 in New Haven. You check out the New Haven Harbor there. It's a beautiful shot with our sun rising in about 5 minutes. A couple clouds out there, especially farther out towards the south and east. Notice through Old Saybrook, you have some of those clouds out there, but it's still on the cooler side. First Alert Live radar is finally scanning the state completely dry. That's the way it stays for the rest of the week and throughout the weekend. Temperatures, notice they're cool out there. 33 in Salisbury, same temperature in Torrington, 35 in Putnam, but the feels like, take off 10 degrees from that, 23 in Salisbury, 20s farther towards the north. Even along the shoreline, it feels like 32 in New Haven and 29 in Bridgeport. It's a very different day than this time yesterday. Check out the 24-hour temperature change, 20 degrees colder right now in Chester than you were yesterday. There's a slight breeze that'll stick with us throughout the day. We have nice weather, though. Like I mentioned, the rest of the week and into the weekend. Changes beyond that of the very latest in just a few minutes. Good morning, Kate.
All right, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. Let's get you another update here. Heading back out to Meriden, 691 westbound. We do have that lane back open, that far left-hand lane, and we do have the remaining 2 lanes still blocked off. This is an improvement. Again, this is in Meriden along 691 westbound between exits 3 and 5, and this is all because of an earlier tractor-trailer fire. You can see the remnants of the tractor-trailer there off to the side of your screen. They're still working to clean everything up. It's going to take them some time, but you can see we are still dealing with pretty heavy delays through the Meriden area this morning on the westbound side. Just make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time to get through that incident. Also, a road closure in Franklin. Route 32 closed at Plains Road because there's a tree down and some wires across the roadway there. So again, that's in Franklin along Route 32. Make sure that you're avoiding the area. If you're heading out the door right now, rest of the state looking pretty good. 91 and 84, no issues. And then typical delays building down through Fairfield County along 95 southbound. Let's quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
In Haddam, power lines fell on a school bus with 13 students inside. This happened on Maple Avenue West.
Now, thankfully, everyone was okay. All those students remained on the bus while Eversource crews removed the power lines. They then boarded another bus once the area was safe.
So the principal of Haddam Killingworth Intermediate School, Eric Larson, says he went there and the wires were never actually touching the bus. But the Haddam Fire Department actually says that that's not true and that he never assessed the scene. We'll keep you updated if we get new information on that.
Well, power has been restored for thousands of people in Hartford after an underground electrical fire.
We brought this to you as breaking news yesterday morning. Now, that fire started at a building on Elm Street that's being converted into apartments.
This all triggered a power outage for more than 9,000 customers. It even affected Hartford Hospital. They were forced to run on backup power for most of the day. If you haven't already, make sure to download the First Alert weather app. You can do that right now. You can see that QR code on your screen. Grab your phone camera, take a little photo there. You can set up push alerts to stay on top of all the conditions before they impact you.
New this morning, Waterbury police sharing some new details about a suspect who went on a rampage in a stolen car.
Yeah, the whole ordeal caught on camera. Take a look at this. Police say Daniel Hunter rammed, look at that video, it's wild, rammed right into several cars in a parking lot as officers tried to stop him last week.
So we're told that he was driving a Jeep. You see it right there on your screen. It had been stolen from Madison. And after police boxed him in, he apparently jumped out the window and tried to run away.
Other side! Get up, T! Get up, T!
So police were eventually able to catch up to him. They arrested Hunter, saying that they found drugs and a stolen gun as well in that Jeep.
Well, this morning, former Hartford Mayor Thurman Milner will lie in state at City Hall.
Your reporter Olivia Schuler joins us now from Hartford City Hall with more on how the trailblazing politician will be remembered.
Today from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Mayor Milner will lie in state here at Hartford City Hall. There will be photographs and memorabilia set up on a table to remember the life and legacy of Hartford's former mayor. Milner is greatly remembered as the first black mayor, not only in Hartford, but in all of New England. He served from 1981 to 1987. Milner focused on civil rights and community activism. He was deeply dedicated to serving Hartford and beyond. After serving as Hartford's mayor, Milner was also former president and lifetime member of the Greater Hartford NAACP. After Milner's death, Hartford's mayor, Arunan Arulampalam, said in a statement, quote, "Thurman embodied resilience and dedication, championing the needs of our community during challenging times." We spoke to Milner's family last month after he died. His stepdaughter attributes her passion for social and civil rights to the man she calls Pops.
Fighting for civil rights. He set the guideline, like he really, and I'm not going to say I'm trying to fill those shoes, but let's just say I walk in his footsteps. He just was that embodiment of dignity, of fortitude.
Now, Milner's wake and funeral is going to be held tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Metropolitan AME Zion Church on Main Street. Once again, you can come pay your respects here at City Hall from 9 o'clock this morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Your reporter in Hartford, Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
It's 7:07. Also happening today in Hartford, the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection is hosting its first innovation fair.
This is pretty neat. Experts from 8 different bureaus with DEEP will be at the Gina McCarthy Auditorium today. They're talking about more than a dozen initiatives there, and we're told about a few of them, like the all-terrain wheelchairs and the North Hartford Flooding Reduction Project.
All right, very cool. Visitors can check out more than 45 showcases and some outdoor displays as well. That runs from 9 to noon today.
Governor Ned Lamont expected to announce office specializing in student loan issues. It's called the Student Loan Ombudsperson, and the new office is going to help resolve complaints and help borrowers understand their rights. It's also going to gather and share data between people and public agencies. All right, well, attending the University of Connecticut may soon cost you a little bit more.
Following hours of discussion, the Board of Trustees approved some rate increases.
Your reporter Marcy Jones in our studio this morning live with some of those changes, plus why some classes are being cut or even suspended.
That's right. Good morning, guys. The Board of Trustees voted to increase tuition for dental students as well as room and board costs on the main UConn campus. They also decided to cut some classes, adding that this is strictly about numbers and the bottom line. While tuition will not be raised at the UConn campus at Storrs, the board has made the decision to raise tuition at UConn School of Dental Medicine. Now, approved was a 4.5 tuition increase and a 3% fee increase each year for the next 2 years. However, the university says despite that increase, UConn's dental school remains competitive. It's still below the 50th percentile as far as tuition. Another rate increase that is for dormitories and dining on the main campus at Storrs. Those increases for rooms range anywhere from $200 to $1,200, depending on what room you're talking about. The board also made the decision to cut or suspend a few classes. The recommendation was made by the school to close 3 graduate level classes and certificate programs, while also suspending about a dozen other classes, citing low enrollment. Now, some students say they're worried about paying more.
I do worry about it because I'm paying for most of it on my own. So I worked a lot when I was in high school to try to not take loans. So that's what I'm going to be stressed about.
Do you have a lot of student loans or things like that? And so
yeah, I'm an out-of-state student, so I do have a lot of student loans. This is actually my first semester here, and the first school I went to was private, so I have even more from there as well.
The school went on to clarify that suspending a program doesn't necessarily mean it's gone forever. It just means that the class is on hold until the university can find a way to kick up interest. Your reporter in the studio, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Scott?
Thank you, Marcy. Time right now, 7:10. We had a good deal of rainfall yesterday, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches plus. Take a look at some of the numbers. New London, 3.66. It's the highest number we could find in the state. Norwich, about 2 3/4. Wallingford, just under 2 inches. In Durham, just over 1 3/4 inches. So a beneficial rain for everybody. Bigger deal today is the temperatures. Check out the feels like temperatures throughout the day. teens and 20s. When you wake up tomorrow morning, though, check out Salisbury and Torrington, feeling like the single digits once again. Everybody else in those teens. It stays chilly this weekend. Remember, these are the feels like temperatures. Air temperatures a bit warmer than that. Same deal for today. This is what your thermometer will read. 35 to about 40. 37 in Canton, 40 in Windsor, 40 in Glastonbury, 39 degrees in Hebron and Danielson, as well as Plainfield, even along the shoreline. Notice the upper 30s, even a few lower 40s. 41 expected in Uncasville over by the casinos. Old Saybrook, 41 as well. 39 in Durham, 36 in Naugatuck, and 37 degrees in Newtown. We have a shower chance in our 7-day forecast. I'll let you know when you can expect it. That's all coming up with your full First Alert forecast.